Okay, here we are going to study about the second portion of the diversity of the living world, that is attributes of living organism. Now, what does the word attribute mean? Attribute means features. It's nothing but the features of living organism. So what are the features of a living organism? There are basically 7 different features which we can list. The first one to be called as nutrition, respiration, irritability, movement, growth, adaptation, and reproduction. Now, what is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of eating food in which the organism eats complex food. The complex food is broken down through the first process of mastication, which takes place inside the mouth. Then obviously it mixes with different salivary juices, amylase, and it basically goes into the abdomen. After it reaches the abdomen, then obviously the required glucose is absorbed by the body and the waste product is eliminated out of the body. Next, the respiration. Respiration is the process of taking in air, that is oxygen rich air, and the breaking down of the glucose molecule that has been absorbed through the process of nutrition with the help of the oxygen molecule, with the release of carbon dioxide, water, and some amount of energy, that is 38 ATP molecules of energy, that is known as respiration. Now, what is irritability? Now, irritability means the annoyance created by the organism. When one organism stands in a particular environment and it will create some amount of annoyance to the next organism that is present in that particular environment, that is known as irritability. Next, movement. If the organism is a living organism, it has to move from either one place to the other like the animals do, which is known as locomotion, or as the plants do, they sway from one place to the other, or even the tendrils, climbers move from the base of the root to the different parts or to the higher plants, that is known as movement. Then obviously growth. If the organism is living organism, it has to grow, and obviously it also has to produce a young one, so that perpetuation of the same race carries on. The race, even if that particular organism dies after a certain age, the continuity of the race is carried on, therefore reproduction is important. And the last one, obviously, adaptation. Now, what does adaptation means is, adaptation means an organism adapting to that particular environment. Like for example, if you can take the example of a cow and a yak. A yak basically occupies a higher position, or occupies or lives in the Himalayan region. Okay, therefore they have got long fur coat, whereas a cow who lives in other climatic condition or in warmer climatic condition have short fur coat. So that is the difference, or that is what is known as adaptation. The organism adapting itself to the change in the environment so that it can live better in that environment. Okay, so these are the 7 different postulates or features of the living organism.